This is to the media, to your twisted, immoral society, and your communist government. We hate you all, and we are ready for war. We will always speak up and expose the corruption, the authoritarianism, the tyranny, and the hate.
Truth dispels lies, as light dispels darkness.
From an undisclosed location, deep in an occupied zone, you are listening to Covert Radio.
Hello, this is Covert Radio, and it is April the 22nd, 2023. We got a information-packed show for you here. Got a lot of clips to go through. I don't know if you guys heard the last video. I talked about a bunch of different things, played some clips and that. I'll go ahead and link that into the description because basically that was part one of these two videos here, but I'm not going to do part one and part two. If you guys want to check it out, you can. If not, that's up to you. But because both of them are going to have their own, you know what I mean? Their own information. They're not dependent on each other is what I'm saying. Again, this is Covert Radio. We got an army you can see and an army you don't know nothing about. I assure you. The other thing is, this is a disclaimer, because guess what? I'm probably going to hurt your feelings. Probably going to hurt your feelings in this, but I won't lie to you. I'm going to tell you the truth. Covert Radio has been on an elevated view of what's happening. I've seen things from around 1,000 miles in the air, and we're going to talk about it. This is talk radio format. However, we are going to have some things to take a look at, a bunch of things. We're going to do something a little different here. This is going to be a clip-heavy show. I have no notes, so I mean, no talking points. I mean, normally I might have something like, mention this, and then I'll have a bullet point, and I'll be like, blah, 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 and then, I normally have a few things I want to touch, but I have nothing. I'm just, like I said, this is a continuation of the last video, but which again was when we covered a lot of good things. I went back into some things that Obama put into motion, but I asked the question, if black Americans, if you understand that you've been set up, I know a lot of people personally that felt really weird after George Floyd and was just like, what the fuck is going on? What is going on? Like 1 minute I'm invisible, and now the next minute, like I'm on television, I'm on commercials. I mean, I see no white people anymore. And nobody thought there was a problem with that. I did this entire time. But the thing that pissed me off the most is the fake representation of black people. That's great. Be in commercials. And I agree. There isn't really now looking how it is now, I'm like, yes, holy shit, it really was not that balanced. But now it's overkill. But here's what makes me insane is it's not real. It's not real. Like I love, and again, I'm not saying there aren't black Americans like this, but my favorite commercials are the black family that's jumping in the jacked up Ford truck, towing the boat, and they're going up to the mountains into the cabin, Ford tough. Like that shit makes me insane because I know it's like a slap in the face. But looking from my 1,000-mile elevated view, I think this has all been a slap in the face for black Americans. I think you've been set up. I really, really do. For a very hard fall. You really should, now that I think about it, you should listen to the last video to get a very in-depth understanding of what I'm saying. But we're just going to basically pick it right back up where I left off, just in case you are looking at this as part two. I was asking if you're blind, if there's a blindness happening to what's happening. Because, people want to act like this Walmart closure in Chicago, and it's just going to keep happening. Like in the last video, I showed this article here from Insider. There's more than 1,400 stores are going to be closing across the United States just this year. If you look at my channel around December, I went Christmas shopping this year with one of my employees, and I went to some places I haven't been in several years, and I could not believe what I saw. And I made a prediction then. I said, this is the end of retail. And you can find that on my channel because I talk about just, how I didn't know how to address people. There's trans people checking me out, like meaning like they're the cashiers. And I'm just like, fuck, did I just say bro? Like it was all weird. The Zionists and the Communists are destroying this country right before our eyes. And they've enabled and enlisted an army of young black people to destroy the country. I played a news clip about the these young people the other night or the last weekend in Chicago. Just nobody knows how they coordinated this. Nobody knows. And this is a reporter saying this. She's like, no, it just seems like they just wanted to enjoy the evening out and the warm spring evening. Like, get the fuck out of here. Why would they choose the business district in downtown Chicago, kill people, and beat white people up? And the same exact thing happened in Compton. And it's going to continue to happen. This is a setup. You're being set up. And I also talked in this last video about, black people have to make a decision. You're either going to be included into this democratic monolithic, monolith. I mean, this immovable force called Black America or African Americans, however you identify. Because, see, everybody that you pretend is your voice or you think is your voice is trying to keep you caged inside of the monolith. You are an oppressed Black American. That's it. Wait for your reparations. Shut up and you vote how we tell you to vote. You understand? If you ain't black, then you ain't vote for Biden. If you ain't black, shoot. Hillary, where my hot sauce? Shoot, I keep my house sauce in my purse. Obama. He's going to do more for us. He's going to pay my bills. He's going to get us phones. Right? Brandon Johnson. And I did a little skit off the top of my head in the last video. I'm like, yeah, here's me in Chicago. I'm going up to random people and I'm like, hey, did you vote for Brandon Johnson in the last mayoral race? Oh, yes, I did. I say, great. So can you tell my listeners why you voted for Brandon Johnson? He black. Yeah, I know that. He's a black gentleman. What policy earmarks is he going to make that you're most excited about? He black. Yeah, I get that. I understand he's African American. Yes, I get that. What I'm asking you though is, what policy promises, what campaign promises, what changes is he going to make? Why did you vote for him to run the city of Chicago? Well, he black. And if you think that that's a far stretch from 90% of the Democratic voters, then you better wake up, because that's exactly how it is. And that's exactly what's reinforced. And that's exactly how it goes down 90% of the time. You're being set up, and you've been set up. Just like these Walmarts closing, it's not, listen, Those Walmarts haven't been profitable in 17 years. Again, I talk about this in the last video. There's 1,400 stores closing just this year, and they're projecting over 50,000 stores closing in the United States in the next 5 years. That's 10,000 stores a year. So they can use the black youth to destroy the cities one by one and say, well, now we got a problem. We got to do. Okay, the reason for all of this is full automated retail. Fully automated retail. And again, I talk about that in depth in the last video. I'm not going to rehash any of this. But I just want to give you a basis. You should check out the last video. But again, these Walmarts shutting down in Chicago, where do you think they're going to go? Do you think they're just going to never shop at a Walmart again? No, sir and madam. They're going to go to your Walmart now. They're going to move into your neighborhood now. They're moving in and they're going to come fuck your shit up. Okay? That's the plan. That's what Obama, right here, Obama's last act is to force the suburbs to be less white and less wealthy. This has been a program long in action. And these two gentlemen, Obama and Biden, and again, I've asked this question, how do you know that it's not Biden the whole time? How do you know Biden didn't run Obama? Or I can ask you this, again in the last video. How do you know it's the same deep state group that's ran both of them this entire time? You know, I've said this all along with Covert Radio. These people plan in decades and decades and decades. This isn't happenstance, these types of events where, you know, even newscasters are like, nobody understands how they coordinate. These kids coordinated like this. Yeah, nobody understands. But let me pick it up here with this video. This is where we ended.
Good morning. An abrupt closing for these 4 Walmart stores, really just about 5 days after these communities found out about Walmart's departure. Now, the residents are, of course, frustrated with the loss of this store, and already having been a food desert, they claim. They plan to voice those frustrations in a rally here later today. Walmart says it just hasn't been profitable in these neighborhoods, claiming to lose tens of millions of dollars over the years.
Yeah, you're looking at the new prison here within the next 5 years. That's what you're looking at. You know, again, I talk about that in this last video. You know, and the fact that how the pendulum's swinging over to Christian conservatism very quickly, and that Bud and Anheuser-Busch is just the start of what's about to happen. Again, let me reiterate. If you're a black person, you better make a decision if you're a black American, because again, you're either going to continue to buy into the whole monolith, we black family, la la la, and follow the reparations carrot that's being dangled in front of the horse for 20 years now, and it'll be another 20 years. Again, I talk about all of this in the last video. You can either do that, or you better really start being vocal and stand up against what's happening. They are using you. They are using your children. They're using you now to phase out retail. They've been using you for the last several years to normalize a lot of different fucked up things that people are just accepting. It's not normal. And when the Christian conservative pendulum swings all the way to the right, you know, again, this is what Jason Bershears talks about with Archaics, constantly mentioning this. I've talked about it for years as well. When do you think, at what point did you think people really started to accept this insanity? They just bided their time. They armed themselves. They made preparations. And now they got a taste for blood with Anheuser-Busch. And this is the start of it. The rats are leaving the ship. There are Democrats every week jumping away from the party because either they're told to, and they're going to be spies, deep state spies on the Republican side, like Tulsi Gabbard or whoever. You know, the neocons, whatever you want to call them. Again, this is all, again, I'm not going to talk about this because then we get into Covert Radio's Common Party, my new political party, and I don't want to get into that here. This isn't what this video is. We're going to be watching a bunch of clips. But yeah, even Democrats are leaving the Democratic side because they see what's about to happen. And they do not want to be drug into the sports stadium to the guillotines in the next 5 to 10 years, maybe 12 years or so. This can happen very quickly, and it has all through history. So you can either start standing up and being vocal and saying, hey, I'm not a monolith. You're not going to crowd me into these cages under the thumb of the likes of Tariq Nasheed and Umar Johnson, who you've made millionaires. Charlemagne the God, who constantly tells you how to think, how you should vote, how you should act. The musicians constantly trying to demonize and infest your daughters and sons with spirits and demonic forces of Lilith, demonic forces of just pure evil and murder and disregard for human life and disregard for their bodies. You've allowed this to happen. And the people that have allowed it to happen are just welcoming it into their kids. They're passing it right along. And that you could look for the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of TikTok videos of the 18-year-old mother twerking with her daughter that's 2 years old in fucking diapers. And you wonder why these kids who don't have a father, 75, 80% of these kids in Chicago and Compton are acting the way they act? And why they end up hating women like Tommy Sotomayor and all the, all the beta boys that follow him? You wonder? Yeah.
Tens of millions of dollars over the years. Now, the concern for many, like you said, Mark, comes of dollars over the years.
Did you hear that? 17 years, all 4 or 5 of these stores, they say, have lost tens of millions of dollars.
Just hasn't been profitable in these neighborhoods, claiming to lose tens of millions of dollars over the years. Now, the concern for many, like you said, Mark, comes with another pharmacy leaving, some healthy food options, as Walmart being a key option for those options. Now, residents say they just feel left out.
I would like this area to look no different than other areas that I visit. There's Mariano's, there's Whole Foods, there's Target, Walmart's. What's so different about this neighborhood? We pay taxes as well.
People feel...
Yeah, let me reiterate this because I did play this video in the last video. Honey, Walmart's not a tax-funded company. Your taxes don't mean jack shit. Now, don't get me wrong. There's subsidies and things like that, but you act like just because you pay taxes, you're entitled to do whatever the fuck you want and rob a store blind for 17 years while your cousin Ray and Letitia work there. They say, yeah, you come on this day. My boy be watching the cameras. He walk away like this, and you go this way, go out that door there. Nobody watch. Here, hold up. Let me mark this shit down for you. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. Dollar. Yeah, but this was $59.99. Fuck that. Dollar. Now go put that shit on eBay. You don't think this has happened for 17 fucking years?
Abandoned, right? I mean, where are the healthy eating options in the neighborhood? Y'all want us to continue to go to, to eat fried foods. We need some healthy eating options.
Who's making you eat fried food, Jamal? What was his name? Yeah. I won't say it. I did guess. I threw a name out there. I don't know. But who's making you eat fried food? Who, buddy? And you're talking like you expect us. Who are you? Who are you talking to, Jamal? For reals, bro. And why did they put my hood, my city, my block? Why'd they put that under your name?
Abandoned, right? I mean, where are the healthy eating options in the neighborhood? You know, y'all want us to continue to go to, to eat fried food.
They killing us.
Healthy eating options.
They killing us. Walmart killing us. Ban the Walmarts. Defund the Walmarts.
Now, Jamal Cole, who you just heard from there, the founder of a local organization, plans to host that rally set here for noon. They plan to voice their frustrations, and Mayor-elect Brendan Johnson says the city plans to work to find different ways to fill the void that this loss is leaving behind.
Good. Let some black people open businesses. Let them fund it. Let the black people support it. And I'm talking about the ones who destroy everything they touch. And then let them go 17 years with no profit and destruction every year or 2 or 3 years, totally looted constantly, glass broken, doors. Let me give you an example. Do you have any clue how expensive commercial equipment is or a commercial door? No, you don't. I do. I own a restaurant. So everything that is inside of a commercial establishment is anywhere from 5 to 25 times more expensive than residential or normal retail items. It's disgusting to watch the disrespect for other people's properties. Every time there's been a conundrum. But let me tell you something. Is this authentic, or have the black youth been led to do these things? Have you been taught? And I'm not talking about just the kids. I'm saying the parents, everybody involved in this. Have you been shown what to do? Have you been coached? Have you been brainwashed? I'm going to show you something that's probably going to blow your mind. Pay close attention to this. And I know you've seen it because when this was going on a couple years ago, this exact clip was on every single news and shows like this, Inside Edition, Dr. Phil. They made sure almost every person in America saw this. And if you listen to the verbiage and you listen to what's happening, these are the things that they've taught America, especially black America or people in poverty, because there's white people in this too. This is how you do it. This is no panic, no running, no nothing. You go, you fill your carts up, whatever the fuck you want, you walk it out. You have vehicles parked in the front. You just calmly load it up. You don't say much except mock people. And you will not be charged. No police will show up. People you're being trained that the employees cannot touch you. They cannot stop you. Now, if you're an average person, you should read the comments for these videos. Why are the employees just standing there? Where are the police? Where are the security guards? I thought these stores had loss prevention. Where are they? Why is nobody See, people aren't stupid. They know something is off here. I'm telling you right now, in my honest opinion, you're watching a script. And I'm going to show you something. This is training. This is what started all of this retail robbing, basically, that's gone on really ever since this was normalized. And then you had the DAs who are constantly out in the media saying, we will not prosecute you. We will not prosecute you. There are less police. Defund the police. We will not prosecute you. So they've opened the door to this. And they showed you how to do it. Watch this video and look at the vehicles and look at the 3 people. And I'm going to stop it because I want to show you something.
We've told you about the uptick in shoplifting around the country, but this is one of the most brazen yet. This is not a scene from one of those all-you-can-grab game shows. Cops say
this is a scene. Okay, now the first thing you're looking at is this parking lot. There's nobody in this parking lot. And they make a joke. It's supermarket sweep. You know, she's pointing at the exact time the graphic shows up. All the colors possibly, I'm just saying, could all be subliminal. The purplish blue, the red, the ground. Okay, so, you know, but there's nobody in the parking lot. I want you to pay attention to that.
These are thieves who broke into a supermarket and walked out with shop.
Okay, so she says they broke in. Okay? Now, I want you to tell me, at what point in time in America, in modern day, well, really 2021, when everything was open just about 24 hours a day, what corporation or big-ass store in a strip mall like this does not have automated security systems that go directly to a police station? She said they broke in. Okay, so that's line number one that I don't believe. And see, I'm telling you, nobody caught this. This is why you listen to Covert Radio. Watch.
And walked out with shopping cart. Most brazen yet. This is not a scene from one of those all-you-can-grab game shows. Cops say these are thieves who broke into a supermarket and walked out with shopping carts packed with items. Amber Cagliano has details.
Okay, so again, look in the parking lot. There's nobody in the parking lot. And if they broke into the into the shopping place, you mean to tell me they had full run of the store and all they got was laundry and paper towels? And if you know the layouts of stores, they do not put laundry and paper towels in the front of any stores. So they had the wherewithal to break into the store, to go trucking halfway to 3/4, if not the back of the store, past steaks and crab and lobster meat and all kinds of expensive cheeses and clothes and electronics. They passed all of that for laundry detergent. And really, you know, if you broke in, why would you get something that you had to get 10 or 20 of instead of just one, grab it and go? No, you have to take your time loading them. Well, there should be an alarm going off if you broke in. Then you have to take your time unloading them. None of this is believable, but everybody fell for it. And I'm telling you, this is what caused the mass epidemic of just people opening food and eating it in stores. And it's the cool thing to do on TikTok. People walking out of stores. We're going to play a lot of clips here. Let's play this.
Eye-popping video. A team of
1, 2, 3 cars in the parking lot.
Brazen shoplifters furiously tossing all these stolen items into getaway cars.
There's nobody there. This is a massive strip mall. And they're brazen in getaway cars. So you only got paper towels and laundry detergent, but you had to take 2 vehicles? Yeah, that doesn't... Yeah, 2 identifiable vehicles.
It's like an episode of the TV show Supermarket Sweep, but this is no fun-filled game show. Bystanders can't believe what they're seeing. They stand there watching helplessly. You can hear one supermarket employee being told not to intervene.
Right. See, they're training everybody, all the poor slobs, all the fat fuck Americans. They're training you. The white poor people. This only ain't a black thing. We can do this too. They're training you. Don't call 911. The camera's just calmly walking around.
And they're watching helplessly. You can hear one supermarket.
I mean, why wouldn't you grab the buggy and walk away?
An employee being told not to intervene.
Todd, don't. You're going to get fired.
Todd, don't, man. You're going to get fired. Where's Todd? I don't see Todd. They're training you. The employees, they're training the employees here. So if you're in retail, don't intervene in this because you will get fired. Says who?
They're watching helplessly. You can hear one supermarket employee being told not to intervene.
Todd, don't. You're going to get fired. That's why prices go up, because of these can't get a job.
Yeah, that's why the prices are going up, because of these people.
Because of these can't get a job like the rest of us.
Look, the gang of four filled their shopping carts with only paper towels and laundry detergent. Why? They're non-perishable items that can be easily sold on the black market. Police say the SUVs are stolen. Notice the license plates have been removed. The gang was highly organized. They hit this supermarket near New Haven, Connecticut at 6:40 in the morning when there were few customers. No one called 911. The raid wasn't even reported until 10 minutes after it was over. I watched the video with Connecticut State Police Sergeant John Akampora.
How could they get away with something like this?
Most major retailers, they do have like a no chase policy, no intervene, just to contact law enforcement immediately.
We've seen disturbing video in the shoplifting epidemic sweeping America, but nothing like this. One angry eyewitness tossed a shopping cart in front of a getaway vehicle, but it bounced right off.
All told, $1,600 worth of products were stolen.
16 times 2 in 2 different vehicles. Yeah, 32, I guess. Yeah. It's an odd number, but I want you to look at this here. Now, these basically, I think, more than likely, are the exact same people, right?
Oh, you don't even have full coverage.
You know, so they pretty much scripted out this story pretty good there. Maybe they didn't want too many witnesses around at 6 a.m. Okay. I still don't believe it. I don't believe that there were no police alerted if they broke in, like she said, and there was no alarms going off, and they had time to load their buggies up one by one by one by one, and then they had their time to unload one by one by one. But they needed 2 vehicles. Which again, anybody who's done any type of crime like this, you know, less is more. But so here they are again. Now they can't say it's 6 a.m. this time. They can't say they broke in this time. So they just walk in, they get carts, they load up the biggest TVs there, and they just calmly walk out. So watch.
Got it?
Yeah, the guy on the camera is asking him, "Hey, you got it, bud?" Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
Got it?
Just calmly walking out.
Yo, go get this off my TV! Get out of here! That's choices now, bro. That's the soul now.
So there's the little minivan that was second in line, I believe, on the last video. Let's see here. Which one? Yeah, the minivan is the second one in line. This is this. Look at the tail lights here. There's the tail lights. You can see the same slant, same color. Hatch is open. Hatch is open. Let's see here.
Last one.
Let's see if we can get a better look at tail lights, because I think, yeah. Okay, no, this is the other SUV. Big rust hole here. This is like a Suburban or something. Okay, so let's see here. That one is this one here. Same vehicle. Same tail lights. Same color. I wish I could see the dent, see if there's a dent on that other side, but I don't know if we'll be able to see it.
We're not trying, we are.
Nobody stopping them. Nobody trying to grab the TV. Nobody intervening. No nothing. And if you notice, let me rewind it. There's nobody in the parking lot.
see me. Get out of here.
There's no cars in the fucking parking lot. Oh, geez, that's odd, isn't it? What, did they break into this one too? The doors were wide open. You got the same steady, nice camera work for some reason. There's no cars in the parking lot.
That's charges now, bro.
Get it!
That's assault now.
Oh, there's a car over there. Is that the cameraman's car?
Last one. We're not trying, we are.
They're trying to load it into the back of the tan.
Okay, so there's the back of the car. Let's see if we can get a view of the back of this one.
Can't get a job like the rest of us.
Look, the gang of four be easily sold on the black market. Police say the SUVs are stolen. Notice the license plates have been
Yeah, notice that there's no license plate here. Same vents on the side. This is the Suburban or whatever, but hold on.
moved. The gang was highly organized. They hit this supermarket near New Haven, Connecticut at 6:40 in a shopping cart in front of a getaway vehicle. But it bounced right off.
So there's the back of that one. Oh, my goodness. That is the exact same vehicle, isn't it? A Honda. Except in this one, in broad daylight, they took the license plate off. In this one, they have the license plate on. But if you're going to fearlessly walk into a store, casually load up about, 5-8 TVs in 2 different vehicles, 3 different people, casually walk out while a cameraman, slow and steady, is watching, asking, hey, you need any help? You have some lady rambling in the background, acting like she's talking to 911 or something, which I don't know. I don't know. It's the exact same people. It's the exact same vehicle. Look at the dip here in the red tail light. There's the dip in the tail light. There's the windshield wiper. There's the windshield wiper. Can't see the Honda emblem, but it's there. This is the same vehicle.
Colored Odyssey minivan.
Oh, bad.
And then there's the same Suburban or whatever it is right here, this car. There's the no license plate. Now, what's this right here? Let's see. Is that a gun, an emblem or something like that? Let's see.
Furiously tossing all these stolen items into getaway cars. It's like an episode of the TV show Supermarket Sweep, but this is no fun-filled game show. Why? They're non-perishable items that can be easily sold on the black market. Police say the SUVs are stolen.
Okay, so there's a hole here or something, or the key lock. Yeah, you're riding around city to city, no license plate in stolen vehicles, right? See, that way they know if people identify this or whatever, they have another layer of protection. Oh, it was stolen. Yeah, no, I'm not in the military. No. So yeah, so we have this here. It's punched or whatever. So it's missing here, it looks like, but it's still punched. There's the hole. There's the see-through. The bumper's all fucked up. And you can see here, it's getting there. It's the same vehicle. It's the exact same vehicle. There's the vents. Here's what's odd to me. If both of you are parked one behind the other, to me, this drive-away looks like Secret Service. Like, it just feels very cop-ish or very Secret Service-y. They're flying, no hesitation, perfectly pacing in a full sprint almost, right, perfectly timed, right behind each other as the getaway car takes off. There they are, full sprint, ready to go. Like, get the fuck out of here. There you go. So this was to show you and teach you this is how you do it. there's you and to train the employees in retail, you don't call the police. And I'm sure they all had their DHS memos that in the event of your life is not worth a television, just let them come in and steal it. Here we go. This is funny.
Oh, she's stealing the TV.
Right? This is funny. Yeah. I mean, obviously this woman thinks it's funny. And again, this is generational. So everybody wants to go viral. So what is so fucking funny about this is what I want to ask. What is so funny about this?
Wait. Girl, you moving too slow. Jump in that mother. Ooh. Hell no. She done left her shoe. She left her shoe. Wait. Oh my God.
Yeah. Ha 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 ha. What else do we got? Yeah.
Every grocery store looks like this. Everything is either on the floor. Look at this. Can't even get no fucking food for my kids, G. Look at this. Came in the store to try to buy something because I'm not a thief. Look at this. In my hood, can't even get no food for my kids. Babies need milk. Can't even get nothing for my kids, bro. I feel like an animal, and black people made me feel like an animal. Y'all did this to us. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the store. Look at this. But this is what we're fighting for. This is honoring George Floyd. People who already couldn't feed their kids, now they really can't feed their kids. Look at this.
This is literally 4 days ago, and this is in Chicago. So now see how it's blurred. See how the reality is blurred. This is because of George Floyd. We're supposed to be honoring George Floyd. How? I thought this was Wilden or whatever. Or was this an older clip that was actually from 2021 or whatever, the summer of peace and not riots? Either way, it's nonsense. It's nonsensical. It doesn't, I mean, this is the absurdity of it. This is in Chicago. And you wonder why these same Walmarts are leaving?
So devastated right now. I am so devastated right now, G. This is not okay. For us to have to live like this, we do stupid shit like this all the time, and we so black proud. We so black and proud that we ain't gonna never be honest and be real about what's really going on. Y'all are so wrong for this.
I'll be honest. Hey, you should listen to Covert Radio, sweetheart.
Came in your neighborhood and fucked up your shit. I'm not a thief.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. That's in the mail. It's coming. That's the plan. You know, just keep looting, destroying, spreading out like a fucking virus. Looting, destroying, spread out like a virus. Mutate, whatever, meanate, bling, blate, blah, 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 and then spread out like a virus. By the end of summer, yeah, we should be pretty good to go. We should really have the last 10 nails in the coffin. So, yeah.
For this, you came in your neighborhood and fucked up your shit. I'm not a thief. I'm not coming in this store and stealing nothing. And ain't nobody gonna turn me into no animal or make me feel like a thief.
She's a good bee. But see, again, you see what I mean? You see what I'm saying now? She's a good bee. But Billy the Exterminator is not going to tell her, hey, fly over there for 10 minutes while we handle business. We got business to handle, boy. You understand me? I'm waiting for this for a long time, boy. Well, I wish I could. I could grab my AR-15 right now. It's about. I mean, it's only 3 feet away. I could grab it, but I was going to go through the motion of loading the clips, get that sound effect. We've been waiting for this moment for a long time. You know what I mean? Just the sound of the bullets going in my banana clip. Yes, sir. Yeah, we've been waiting for this, boy. I sure do got a pretty mouth, don't you? Oh, you wait till them boys have air reparations. You understand me? Trump's America now, boy. What is that? Dave Chappelle said that. Trump's America now, boy. You bet it is. You son bitch. We've been waiting for this. You know how you all want reparations? Well, guess what? Trump's our reparations, boy. And the river's gonna run red when we get done with you. Yes, sir. We've been waiting a long time. About 100-some years for this. Yes, sir. Gotta get them Yankee boys. We got payback. You know, here this is the truth. And I don't know, maybe you only know this if you're white. But I'm going to tell you something. As a Yankee, because I'm a Yankee. Covert Radio is born and raised Yankee, boy. You understand? You understand me, boy? You Confederates? I ain't like y'all. I'm just playing a role. You know what I mean? But listen, I am a Yankee for real. And I don't want to talk too much, but I have a family member who is, they're down there right now working a contract. And what he does is, put it this way, his job is, he is on a building site. This is a multi-million-dollar project. And he has one of the trailers. You see what I mean? So, like, he works with all the architects and everything. He has a very specialized job, but he's there in all the beginning phases. He makes a lot of fucking money doing what he does. But he's also a Yankee, born and raised up north. You understand? So when he started going down there, I told him, you know, I said, dude, I'm serious. I was like, you better be careful down there. And he's like, what do you mean? I said, they don't like Northerners, dude. He's like, oh, no, I swear to God, I know, dude. He's like, I know. I've already experienced it. And I was warned. He was like, a few of my coworkers that are, you know, Southerners, he said, they already told me. They said, you better seriously not go to the wrong bars or clubs or whatever. You want to hang out, you know, make sure you tell us. And he was like, it's 100% for real. He's like, they do not like Northerners. So what I'm telling you, boys, we got a grudge. We got a score to settle, boy. You understand? We can't wait. You just wait till Trump boy gets in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a lot of payback, boy.
Y'all let them white folks send y'all off once again.
Oh, wait. See, I never watched this. Oh, darling, you might be telling some truth here. Now, let me hear what you're saying now. Go ahead. Covert Radio, listen to you, sweetheart. Go ahead.
I feel like a thief. Y'all let them white folks send y'all off once again. Look at all this shit on the floor.
You all let the white folks set you off once again. That's an interesting statement. I would love to talk to this woman and have a nice long conversation. I want to go deep in her mind. Deep. And see what's all up in there. You know what I mean? I want to know what she meant by that, because I hope she meant what I think she meant. I don't think she did. But if she really meant the Zionists and the communists have set you off again, I want to talk to this woman. I don't think that's what she meant, though. But she's in the right ballpark.
Look at all this on the floor. Everything. Everything's on the floor. Tissue. We couldn't even find tissue less than 2 months ago, and now it's on the floor. Look at it. Meanwhile, we got plenty of fruits and vegetables. I'm not finna pick through this shit.
Wow. But my man's over there wanted to eat all healthy and whatnot, right? Let's watch this one.
Top stories, Pullman police are asking for help in identifying a man who brazenly stole 2 flat-screen TVs from the Walmart. So take a look at your screen. The man was seen on security cameras walking out the front doors of that store with those televisions. He then puts the 2 flat screens on the roof of his car and drives away. According to police, the man spoke with a sales associate and said that he may work in healthcare. If you have any information on this man, you can contact Pullman Police at the number right there on your screen.
Coming to a neighborhood near you, because again, where do you think all these viruses are going to mitigate to? Where do you think they're going? I mean, I searched for about 5 minutes. That was it. I'm telling you something. It's at epidemic levels. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of videos like this here.
Now to some dramatic new video hundreds of you have shared from our ABC Action News Facebook page. It shows dozens of people rushing into a Tampa Walmart and looting that store. Look at this. This happened May 30th, the night.
Look at all the white peoples.
Hillsborough County deputies responded to several looting calls in the university area. Deputies say between all the damage and the stolen goods, that Walmart on Fletcher Avenue lost more than $100,000 that night.
One fucking day. In one day, they lost $100,000. And you don't believe that between 4 Walmarts in Chicago, in 17 years, they've lost tens of millions of dollars and have never, ever, ever turned a profit? And you wonder why they're leaving. Let's see what this one is.
Well, you know, 'tis the season for giving, but clearly there are some where this is the season of taking. And tonight, Memphis police are looking for nearly 24 shoplifters who stormed a local Walmart and stole some high-priced items. WRG's Marcus Hunter tells us what workers at the store saw.
Late Sunday night, Memphis police got a shoplifting call from the Walmart on Elvis Presley Boulevard in Whitehaven. According to the police report obtained by WREG, store security told MPD armed shoplifters wearing face masks were in the automotive section. A dozen officers arrived. The suspects were gone. Loss prevention here at Walmart tells police they counted 20.
Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't say Walmarts. Did he?
Gone. Loss prevention here at Walmart tells police they counted 22 suspects and 20 suspect vehicles. When MPD looked at surveillance video from the...
See, I love how they won't show any... When it's all black people, they won't show the video. Sometimes, like the last video in Tampa, but here, they won't show the video.
Store, they saw the suspects.
And I know that because they would have already shown it.
Suspects pull up just before 9 p.m. in Infinitis, Dodge Chryslers, and Kias. Officers say they broke a window to the automotive entrance. Monday morning, that broken window...
How can you be a news reporter if you can't talk? Oh, that's right. The same way you can be managers when you don't have the qualifications. The fuck, you stupid, Covert? What are you, dumb? What kind of a fucking statement is that? Oh, how can you be a newscaster if you can't talk?
Before 9 p.m. in Infinitis, Dodge Chryslers, and Kias. Officers say they broke a window to the automotive entrance. Monday morning, that broken window was covered with a wooden board. Police say after they got into the store, they stole speakers, 2 flat-screen TVs, shop vacs, car batteries, 2 Black Panther toy scooters, and...
Okay. I I can't. I feel like I'm being trolled. Like, why would you have to say the two Black Panther? You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. It's all, nobody's been caught. Nobody's been identified. This was 4 months ago. 4 months ago, okay? Again, nobody's been caught. Nobody's been identified. And then, even if you are caught, even if you are identified, nothing's going to happen to you.
Other merchandise before getting away. No arrests have been made. Walmart issued a statement that reads, "We are troubled by what happened in our store Sunday evening and are glad no customers or associates were injured. We'll continue working closely with the local law enforcement on their investigation." In Whitehaven, Marcus Hunter, WREG.
Yeah. Now you see what's happening? Listen to the last video. How do you know that you're not being used? How do you know you're not being set up? And you're going to be the catalyst to put the nail in the coffin of retail in America, with their projecting 50,000 stores shutting down in the next 5 years. This is all a consolidation down to the cashless society and everything moving to the internet. After they take the internet down in September or October of this year, and they're going to reinstate Agenda 2030, where to get access again, you're going to have your digital ID. And nobody's, unless you know what's happening, who's going to question it? Yes, all we had to, all these crazy black kids or whatever, these poverty-stricken lunatics, yeah, they ruined it for everyone. What do you want people to do? What do you want the government to do? There's a disease. There's a disease. Watch this.
And now to
you aimlessly just fucking firing a Tech 9 in a residential neighborhood over. Just watch this.
Frightening video here you'll only see on Local 10 News. A homeowner fighting back and getting into a shootout with 3 dog robbers. The crooks claimed they wanted to buy the victims expensive French bulldogs, but that's when it all took a very scary and violent turn. Local 10's Sinella Sabovic is live now with our exclusive tonight. Sinella.
Well, Calvin, this video is pretty wild. The woman was simply trying to sell 2 dogs that she breeds. That act nearly cost her life. The entire ordeal was caught on camera. The people responsible remain on the run this evening. It was like a scene out of a movie, a gun battle over pricey exotic dogs.
You notice how the news, see, you gotta listen to what I'm saying, okay? We are farmers. Did you notice, like, this is the 3rd or 4th clip that I played that somebody's newscaster's like, just like out of a scene of a movie. Just like out of a scene of a movie. And when Covert Radio says the Zionist and the Communist, who do you think I'm talking about? Who controls Hollywood? Who controls the movie and music industry? And you can see how effective and how powerful Medea is. Because this is like a scene out of a movie. This woman is not acting from instinct. She's acting from what she's been taught. You don't have muscle memory or instinct dealing with firing a Tech 9. Not this woman, because if she was a trained gun owner, she would have never, ever, ever done this. She would have never done this. If she was in the military, she would have never acted this way. So what that tells me is everything she's doing right now is learned. And it wasn't taught, it was learned. There's a difference. There's a difference between being taught something and there's a difference between you learning something. And as not this last video, the one before that, I show you that in the Black community, in the Native American community, 1 out of 3 kids cannot read. They're illiterate. So again, also with the use of cell phones and text correct and all this shit, not to mention emojis, which is erasing the language. And if you've ever questioned that, why do you think we only really have hieroglyphics to read, pictures to read with the Egyptians? Because that's the sign of a failing civilization. That's the last thing, was when they use symbols. That's why they're the last things, the first things we have to look at and try to learn. They did have a written language. They had a lot of technology, but at the end of their civilization, they had symbols. At the end of our fucking whatever the fuck you want to call this, we're going to have symbols. We're already using them. I can buy a pile of shit pillow right now. You understand what I'm saying? So kids can't talk, kids can't read, kids can't do math, they can't fucking comprehend anything. They're drug addicted legally, and they're constantly being shown how to comply with the Zionist and Communist will, which it's being done through movies, and it's being done through music, and it's being done through media. There's a very small tribe of people that have the vast lion's share of control over all 3 of those mediums. Your ears and your eyes have no firewall, says Covert Radio. And they know that. And again, this woman is acting purely out of things she has saw, things she has learned, nothing she's been taught. Because she could have killed 10 fucking people to get 3 of these fucking hoodlums. I got to quit saying the F word so much. I'm sorry. I just get so mad. I get so angry. And I don't want to break my mic. You know how many mics I've blown out in my life?
This woman, in fear for her and her girlfriend's life, is forced to fire after a group of young men start shooting at her. A bullet narrowly misses her head, and she ducks behind her car for cover.
We got a knock on the door. I noticed one of the people's faces.
The 3 young men.
I mean, look, this is all hood shit. You know, this is why pit bulls are one of the, I think, number 1 most dangerous animal. And I've talked about this so many times on Covert Radio. It's because of idiot breeders, like people in the sector, I'm not mentioning names, who don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, but they dog breeders. They got kennels, yo. They buy fucking 500 tons of dog food that's been sitting in a warehouse for 2 years that nobody wants, that's infested with parasites. But they got it for $10 a bag, normally $12. They got it at an auction, whatever. There's another one in Detroit. Fucking rolls change to buy dope and cigarettes, but he's a dog breeder. He breeds pits, yo. These fucking dogs are bred retarded. And they become dangerous and they hurt people. I blame DMX. I really do blame DMX for the problems with pit bulls. I have a pit bull. And he's he is the smartest dog I've ever had in my life. But I've taken time with him, but there's a lot of reasons for that. It's genetic. It's a lot of it's genetic. But you have hood breeders who have destroyed several breeds of dogs. Because you're going to charge thousands of dollars for a hood dog to hood kids who are going to fucking try to fight it in a pit like Michael Vick. I pray to God I live long enough to see the stadium guillotines. I want to personally walk Michael Vick to his for doing what he did with those pit bulls. I want to sign the blade with my name, with Covert Radio. I want to put my logo. Ooh, that's a good idea, Covert Radio. I just thought of a business. Yay, another business that I'm never going to develop or sell. Yes. Guess what? We can, here, just the investors. Just the investors, the people with money. Listen. You ready? Okay. We're going to start a nonprofit. Okay. We're going to start a nonprofit. Our product is going to be government leased guillotines. We're going to make them streamline, carbon fiber. They won't break, no maintenance. Anybody can use them. Any of the adult immigrants walking across the border that are being signed up for the selective service, which I have a whole video coming up about that too. They can operate it, no problem. There's safety measures on it so that there's no mistakes made. Here's where we make money. This is where we turn the bend. This is where we turn the bend into Profitville. You understand what I'm saying? Each of the blades will be sectioned off into cell phone size grids, laser etched. And we sell that space. Now, you can put your name. You could put Happy Birthday Timmy. You could put your business. You could put your logo. Maybe a whole blade we can lease out to Coca-Cola. Okay? There you go. That's $1 million idea. When the stadiums start opening with all the guillotines for all the non-believers and the evildoers, we can lease these guillotines out to the government, the new government that's going to be in charge then, the Christian conservatives. And yeah, there we go. All right. Give me a call. Give me a call. This is a ground floor opportunity. Actually, send me an email. I got 100 of these. It's just off the top of my head. You want to invest? You got money? I'll fucking make you so much money. Not with this. I got a lot of ideas. I really do. I could spout 10 off right now. Oh, I'm tired.
You can clearly see in this Ring video went to the woman's West Park home around 7:30 Monday night. She breeds exotic dogs and she figured they were there to inquire about them. She noticed something seemed a bit off and asked,
"What the hell is going on right here?" As soon as I turn around, that's when he grabbed me.
So, first of all, I mean, I don't know. Does she not sound like a crackhead? Does she not look like a crackhead? And what do you have, Armani on with some fake-ass pyrite chains? Or they're probably real chains. You're probably dumb enough. You're 100 pounds, trying to fucking be in the hood with your girl and fucking act like you're some high-end breeder. Well, you smoke it all up in crack with a couple chains that you that you pull out of the safe for situations like this.
And then his boys got all frantic.
One of the men then grabbed the woman, holding her at gunpoint. There was a struggle.
And as soon as I turned around, he went and the other guy that was standing here went and put his arm around me, put the gun to my head. And then I started screaming, trying to wiggle myself out.
They were trying to drag her out. I don't know for what reason. They had her by her neck, trying to drag her out with the gun to her head.
The trio take off with 2 exotic micro bullies, similar to the dogs you see here. They are worth about $4,000 each. The robbers don't leave quietly either. They shoot at the woman, and that's when she goes into her home to grab her gun.
I would have done anything to protect my girlfriend in my home, and my biggest goal was to just...
Including kill 10 innocent people on the street because you never even fucking came close to hitting anybody? Get the fuck out of here. I only got a couple more clips. I want to keep this... I didn't even want to go over an hour, but you guys got a treat. These last 2 videos are great. Not these here. I'm saying the last 2 Covert Radio. Last 3, actually. But this is not for the hoodlums out there, okay? You guys can tune out. Put your earmuffs on, okay? And I mean that. Put your earmuffs on. Okay, so, and I'm not just talking to the white people. I'm talking to the Tommy Sotomayors, the ones that are living in the higher end neighborhoods, you know what I mean? Here's what's coming, okay? So again, they shut down all the Walmarts in the hood. Where do you think these people are going to go? It's going to spread like a virus. And it's already started. I want you to watch this.
Oh! Oh! That's a high-speed chase. That's a high-speed chase.
Here's a pizza guy in a higher end neighborhood. People got lawns. They got property. They got nice houses. He's doing his job, just delivering a pizza. And here comes Latava Tuve, who just stole a car, blasting, disrespecting people, blowing through their yards, doing whatever, thinking it's fucking Grand Theft Auto. So watch what happens. Police are chasing him, high-speed chase in Pennsylvania.
Oh my God, Jaeger! Oh my God, Jaeger! There's a high-speed chase on the No! Get the the ground! Oh! Oh! That's a high-speed chase. That's a high-speed chase.
Oh, there goes one. You see him get out right over here? He ran in between. So there was two of them. Yeah, so this is what's coming. So at any moment, your kids are dead. Your wife in planting flowers is dead. You're dead cutting grass. It's spreading. So, you know, I've told all my listeners here who may have melanin, you're either going to make a decision to stay in the hive, the monolithic hive that the controllers continuously try to keep you in. You're black, you do this. You're black, you vote for Biden. If you ain't black, you don't vote for Biden. If you're black, you vote for Biden. Hillary with her hot sauce. And yeah, you do what Charlemagne the God says. You do what the rap music says. You do what the, you know, what is it called? The hip hop and marriage or whatever the fuck these fucking shows are. Yeah, you do all that. You know, the Black Panther, all that. Yeah, that's you. You stay in that frame. You stay in that mold. Okay, so you either do that and wait for your carrot of reparations to come, or you start being an individual and you start speaking out and against what's happening. You literally have no other choice. You cannot ignore this. And I've been telling you this for years. I said there will come a time. You cannot sit this one out. This is a war. We're in a war. You can't sit this one out. Because it's spreading. And it's going to spread quick. Watch this.
Yeah, it's done. You're done. You're done. Cops is coming.
You're in a nice neighborhood, like nice little townhouses together, high-end neighborhood, probably, depending on where you're at, $200,000 townhouses, 4-car garage down there. I mean, beautiful houses. Your little girl could have been out there building a snowman or whatever. Some hoodlum comes pulling in to steal your Amazon package, and then this happens.
Cops is coming. Please call police now. Did you call?
What's calling? It's going to your number. I don't know the number.
Want me to get you a shovel? I get you a shovel. It's front wheel drive. You need to get the wheels on the ground.
Got him. So, again, I remember a lot. This is one of the last two videos I'm going to play. I remember a lot of shit talking years ago with Covert Radio when I'd talk about certain topics, and some of you black racists out there would be like, that's a white problem, Covert Radio. That's only a white problem, Covert Radio. That's only a white problem. Only school shooters are white, Covert Radio. Only school shooter. Oh, really? Unless you're a 6-year-old kid, right? Unless you're, in my last video, I show a couple things going on with kids in school right now. And the uncontrollable psychosis and rage. And I mean, it's evident, it's everywhere. Maybe this is the sole result of being raised in a single parent house, in poverty, being abandoned. Maybe that it's the direct result. We'll figure it out one day. I'm positive of that, but I want to show you this. Now, clearly, this kid's a little bit deformed. His arms are really long. His hands are almost down by his knees. And the name of the video is, mentally ill child knocked down flat screens at a Walmart after the mother didn't give him his medicine. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that, because I'm around mentally ill people. I have been for a long time. I know that sounds weird, but that's my, okay, I can't say too much, but I was going to say that's my specialty, but I don't know. I've been around it a lot. You know what I mean? People that are institutionalized. So, and I mean, I'm saying seriously psychotic people, schizophrenics and all kinds of different ailments, mental issues. So I'm going to tell you something. Medication doesn't just work instantly, number one, especially modern medication. You can skip hours, you can skip even day or two or possibly 3 days before you really get to this mania right here. So I don't believe that. Unless this kid has not had medication, whatever he's on, for several days, this type of mania may happen. And I'm saying several days. The other thing is, I mean, unless he's on some high potent tranquilizer type medication like diazepam or something like that, whatever, I don't know. But Thorazine, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot. Unless he's on something like that, I don't believe that. I'm going to tell you something. Nobody will convince me that this kid doesn't know what he's doing. This could all be a stunt. This could be a stunt to go viral. Because why? They know that nobody is going to do anything about it. We've all been taught for the last several years, you can burn cities down, nothing happens. You can overtake police stations, nothing happens. You can declare sovereignty in the middle of a city block and lock it down, nothing happens. You can loot, you can steal, you can rob, you can even kill with no suspects. This has all been training in the last several years. And it's widely known, again, there's no DAs are prosecuting minorities. Okay. So this could be a stunt to go viral. It's working. There's a lot of people probably have watched this video. But you're not going to tell me that this kid doesn't know what he's doing. And I've never seen and I've seen a lot, but I've never seen a kid do something like this and then just like flap his hands. Like he doesn't, you know what I mean? It just seems too mechanical. You know what I mean? It's not authentic at all. There's a lot of tics that the kids or somebody ill would have, but they're not consistently the same, doing the same thing while taking micro breaks. Calmly walking, looking where he's going. He's not shaking his hands now, so let's watch. Let's just watch the pattern here. Now he starts shaking. Calmly walking, watching where he's going. Almost fell. Cut your balancer. Shaking. So he looked, he measured where he could make the most impact here. That's not crazy. He looked right down here and seen, oh no, I don't want to put it there. I want to put it over here where it's actually going to cause the most damage. If I push it here, it may just slide down or not even fall on the ground. This is all bullshit.
I need keep calm. I need him. I need King Kong, bro. No, you on your top of the world, but I need King Kong. I know, but I need King Kong right now. Yo, King Kong, come and save me. Come and save me. Come and save me. Yo, King Kong, come and save me. Come here. Come and save me. I need your help. I need your help, King Kong. No.
I need King Kong right now. I need King Kong right now. I need your help, King Kong. I need you down here, King Kong. So what is everybody being trolled? Like, oh, he's mentally ill, and they just did $10,000, if not more, in damage to try to get a video to go viral?
Nah, that shit crazy. He's catching that deal on the portions of she was just winning. That's a lot of damage.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't think, but maybe. Doesn't seem authentic to me at all. Not with the desire to go viral, not with the money that's involved anymore. I don't believe it. Go up and get him. And how did he get up there anyway? Why, if he's that fucked in the head, why would somebody not be monitoring? I mean, did he jump up there? No. Was there a ladder there? Probably not. No. So that's why, you know what I mean? It just doesn't feel right.
Oh my God. No, she need her ass whooped because I don't know if it's that her grandma, but y'all.
Is that her grandma? Oh, so, I mean, here's the thing. You're going to, again, I want to go viral. I'm just going to stand here and film this. I'm not going to intervene. I'm not going to try to help. I'm not going to be a friend or a neighbor and try to talk this little girl. It's only white people that go up to this little girl. This white man. And then there's a white woman. And the poor grandma is standing there on the left side just getting pelted and beat and yelled at and insulted. And nobody else who probably would have more of a easier time to talk this little girl down, like the woman filming this. Is that whole grandma? Why wouldn't she try to intervene instead of stand back there and keep talking about how I beat her ass? Like, it's disgusting.
Oh, let me tell you something. I would take that little girl by her neck. What in the world is she got to be on some medicine? It got to be something wrong with her. Yo, do you see this? She made this mess, y'all, and they standing there letting her do it. And her grandma gonna have to pay for this. This girl is
I doubt that.
It's crazy. Do y'all see this?
Again, is this just another attempt to go viral? Why are you just standing there? Why? I mean, it just doesn't feel authentic.
Oh my God! The last time I on here, a damn car came through the door, and that is little girl.
So last time you were at that Walmart, a dang car came through the door? What's a dough?
In here tearing up, and her grandparents let her do it. I would not hurt the boy. Oh my God, y'all. Baby, give me the permission. Give me the permission, baby, honey. I would knock that purple shirt off her. You hear me? Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all better get. Oh my. Y'all better get. Who do she belong to? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh no, darling.
You need a mama to beat your ass. What you need? Yes, ma'am. This is nonsense.
Where is her?
You were born in a cave, bitch? Now let's see here. Who says stuff like that? Tariq Nashit talks like that. Dr. Zasa talks like that. Did he get that from his guaball? I wonder where Uba Zasa got that. Let's see here. Who else said that? There's a lot of Hotep and whatever and pro-black people talk about white people bone in caves, but yet created 99.9999999% of modern society in the last 10,000 years of history. Yeah, listen, let me shatter your delusions, okay? Every race had their turn in Egypt. You understand what I'm saying? Look into it. We was kangs, but don't be fooled. Don't embarrass yourself like that. Seriously. Because there's evolution, if you believe in such horse shit, humans would not de-evolve to the point of this if they were able to have the mathematical prowess to create something so perfect as the pyramids in Giza. It would never happen. 1 out of 3 children would not be able to read if they had the mathematical genius understanding of astronomy and mathematics to build the pyramids and all of the structures and the high technology to cut the obelisks and everything else. There were blue-eyed mummies. There were blue-eyed Egyptians. Every race, the Nubians, the Aryans, they've all had their turns in Egypt. 3,000 years for this race, 1,000 years for that race, 5,000 years, whatever. Okay? We've all had our turn in Egypt. Nobody knows who built those pyramids. Nobody knows exactly when they were built. Okay? I don't even know why I'm talking about this. Oh, yeah, because this white woman was born in a cave, according to this little 10-year-old girl.
You need a mama to beat your ass. What you need? Yes, ma'am. This is nonsense.
Oh my God! Where is her? Where is her parent, y'all? Y'all better get the authorities out here, boy. I would beat.
Oh, boy. Last one.
Police are still sorting out the details of this chaotic scene that unfolded at a gas station in the near west suburbs. It happened Sunday in Forest Park. A woman nearly mows down several people before causing a serious crash. CBS 2's Andrew Ramos has new details, along with video you will only see on 2 of what happened after the collision.
An apparent dispute between 2 women quickly escalates at a Thornton's gas station in Forest Park on Sunday afternoon when one of them gets behind the wheel of a black Ford Explorer. Police say it happened at around 3:10 p.m. As one man attempts to intervene, appearing to remove the keys from the ignition, the woman gains control of the wheel, nearly mowing down her target, smashing everything in her path. Just when everyone thought it was over, the woman in the Explorer races onto Harlem Avenue. In footage obtained by CBS 2, the SUV is seen crashing into a sedan waiting at a red light, flipping over. The woman, who is not wearing a seatbelt, according to eyewitnesses, emerges from the SUV and continues to yell at people at the gas station. Then she goes back into the car to remove her purse and proceeds to continue the fight across the street. The disturbing scene finally came to a close when police arrived. Eyewitnesses tell CBS 2 the woman, who has not yet been identified, fled on foot when officers arrived. She was arrested about a block away. Now, as shocking as the video is, no serious injuries were reported. Forest Park police do confirm that one person is in custody and charges in the case are pending.
Yeah. There's going to be no fucking charges in the case. They can pend all they want. This was 4 days ago. This was 4 days ago. In Chicago. Charges can pend all they want. It's only luck that there's no injuries. She purposely tried to kill several people and could have killed several more innocent people. Total disregard for any type of law, total disregard for any type of order, total disregard for any type of human life. This virus is going to continue to move outward. This is only the start. I'm Covert Radio. You guys take care. Have a good day.
This is to the media, to your twisted, immoral society, and your communist government. We hate you all, and we are ready for war. We will always speak up and expose the corruption, the authoritarianism, the tyranny, and the hate.
Truth dispels lies, as light dispels darkness.
From an undisclosed location, deep in an occupied zone, you are listening to Covert Radio.